Hello and welcome to the second edition of Bona Retsang, the only youth news magazine show dedicated to you, the youth of Mzansi. I am the Zag Attack and I'm not alone. I have my girl PK Weezy in studio with me. PK, what do you do, my girl?
Hey, boss.
Yeah, chilling.
I know you know, Moss. That's how we do. We chill. But do remember, guys, to holler at us on our Facebook page. All you need to do is search for Bona Retsang, or you can even tweet us at Bona Retsang. We really value your views. Kodwa ku manje asabe so crossa imfula sibheke ukuthi siniphatheleni namhlanje.
First up on Big Buzz, we explore the effects of civil war on children.
We meet up with dancer, actress, and singer Kabonina on Zishani.
And funny man Bogoman Boba gives us his funny take on what is happening around the world.
Let's get the show started. But first up on the lineup is a Big Buzz, where we explore big stories that have been making headlines this past week. Now, wars have been happening for centuries, and youth tend to not understand the cause or even the effects of that war. So today on a Big Buzz, we're going to magnify. We're going to find out more about this issue of war.
Every child deserves the comfort of family, peace, and security. But deserving something doesn't always mean it will happen. Things can quickly turn dark. What was once a symbol of belonging, comfort, and hope can become a symbol of loneliness, pain, and hopelessness. The Central African Republic is a country in Central Africa. South Sudan is the youngest country in the world and is right next to the Central African Republic. The one common thing these two countries have is civil war. Recently, a number of children drowned in a South Sudan river while traveling to a safe location. This is just one out of many horrible things young people in these countries have to encounter.
What does that mean for kids? It means they don't go to school. It means they're running from their homes. It means they're living often in terrible conditions with huge insecurity. But what we've also got to be concerned about is their emotional state. And I think that it's hard for any of us who haven't lived through these to sort of even fully comprehend what a kid is going through.
The situation in both countries has not come to an end, despite efforts by people around the world to try and end the conflicts in both nations.
Civil war, I'm not familiar with it.
Mina kula country ngathanda ukuthi into ukulwa nyeke kusize into le situation ekubo kumele bahlale phansi bakhulumisane.
Mina ngithanda abantu base South Sudan nabase CER bangalwi ngoba vele sinto ewane yabo. To find a resolution kumele bahlale phansi baringe bakhulume bonke ukuthi bathole bakwazi ukunderstandana ukuthi and respect each other's thoughts ukuthi bakwazi find out ukuthi lo cabangani and find out if they can make it work with what they have.
Now you might be asking yourself if there's anything that you can do to help. Well, there are things that you can do.
I think especially for the older young people, you know, the 16, 17-year-olds, you have the power of writing to your government. You can make it known. You can tell President Zuma that you care about the kids in the rest of the continent and that you want to be part of South Africa making a solution.
The fact remains that the more days roll by, the bleaker the future for these young boys and girls. Mtoba Chapi, Bona Retsang.
I do hope that you guys now better understand the effects that war has on a country and most importantly, on the innocent children. Guys, let's all stand together as the youth of Mzansi and try and find solutions to such issues.
And the first step for us to understand and try to find a solution is to get informed about all that is happening around us. Now, on that note, it's time for us to head over to the newsroom with the beautiful Inati to find out what else has been making headlines this past week.
Ndiyabulisa kuni nonke emakhaya. Igama lam ngu-Enathi Mqokeli kwaye namhlanje I will be giving you your news recaps. The National Blood Services is facing serious blood shortages. This means our hospitals can't treat patients who need blood for their operations. The SA National Blood Service is asking you to help save a life by donating blood at the SA NBS fixed donation sites or you can contact their call center on 0800 11 9031. Going back to school with dry pockets are common things we face in the first term because of all the spending sprees we went on during the festive season. This term, our pockets might be drier than usual. A drought is making it difficult to produce enough maize for everyone, and this means that the price of food can go up because there are many people but not enough rain to help make maize in order to make food for everyone. Things will get better as the months progress, but be prepared to be a bit broke than usual this term. Wild animals can sometimes live up to what they are known as wild animals. An elephant at the Kruger National Park recently attacked a British teacher. The animal's huge front teeth seriously injured the teacher. Sadly, the elephant had to be put down, meaning it had to be killed. The Kruger National Park says this was not the first time it became aggressive. We want to know how you guys feel about this. You can also suggest what else could be done to help save animals that behave strangely instead of them being put down. You can inform us on our various social media platforms. Ndingu-Enathi Mqokeli bendiniphathele ii-news recaps zakule veki sawuze sibonane kwixesha elizayo.
Thank you so much for that, Enati. You know, it's really sad to be seeing wild animals being put down. Any animals, actually, in my opinion. I'm really have a soft spot for animals. But anyways, PK, Vatse is up next. And what clips are we going to be taking a look at today?
Before I give you guys the clip and what it's all about, remember that this is your platform to voice your opinions and report all that is happening in and around your community. Now, the Vatse clip for today is all on Amabodi piercings.
But don't just listen to me. Let's hear from the other people of Pachepson Secondary and hear their views of what they think about piercings.
Hello people, I'm Tisha Naidu from Pachepson Secondary School, and my views on piercing is that it should be accepted in society because customs and traditions have been doing it for so long, and why just suddenly stop it? So from me, it's a yes, and go ahead and do it.
Hi guys, I'm Shailen Kalacharan from Pachepson Secondary School. Piercings, I really kind of like them, but with religion, it makes it hard to have, and I believe it causes more damage to your body than it actually helps. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Sunil Naika from Pachepson Secondary. My point of view of piercings, I say thumbs up. I have many piercings, and when I'm legal, I think I'm going to get more. Thank you. Nina Subramani, and I am against piercings. Reason being, your body is a temple and you should really respect it.
Piercing, no. Because of religious beliefs, I believe no. And even if I had a chance, I wouldn't.
So now you've heard the opinions of everyone else in school. I'll let you decide whether or not you like piercings or not. Take care. Bye.
Piercings, a very controversial subject, but I think it all comes down to your personal opinion. Anyways, thank you so much to our WhatsApp journalist for sending in your clip. Remember, guys, you at home can also be part of the Bona Retsang team. All you need to do is record all that is happening in your community using your cell phone and send it to us on the addresses appearing on your screen.
It's time for us to take careful. Show because Bona Retsang Action continues with a really special guest on Izishani, and of course, more on social networks. See you after this.
Remember that time you had a maths teacher that spoke way too fast and you couldn't make sense of what he was saying? And then he got hit in the face with a soccer ball during break and the swelling made him sound like a crazy person? But then you got hit in the face with a soccer ball and had a concussion for a week? And when you got back to class you had no idea what was going on and it felt like your head was going to explode? No problem. Moby School offers free daily video lessons on Mixit for grades 10 to 12 in maths literacy, physical sciences, life sciences and accounting. Moby School. We got your back.
Now this is a story that's all about how I almost didn't make it out of my town. See, I hopped into a taxi, but my shirt got stuck. Then the driver almost crashed into a dump truck. And I was like, oh, go, sing is all for serious. My mama said she wanna see me crown the genius. Heard about the show that makes study fun and great. So I told my boys that we can all be G with Study Mate. Now I'm smarter than the Wiz, and you know what you see. Watch Study Mate Genius on Community TV, yeah.
Welcome back to Bona Retsang, the only youth news magazine show in Mzansi dedicated to you, the youth of Mzansi. Now, as I promised earlier, we do have a special guest in studio with us right now. So let's go and find out who it is. She's one of South Africa's entertainment triple threats, a musician, an actress, and the go-to dance choreographer for many of Mzansi's musicians. And now, she's decided to get physical and become a fitness guru. Having started her career as a dancer/choreographer, the star then surprised many South Africans when she graced our screens in a number of South African popular soapies. This down-to-earth star also dedicates her time to helping the youth in different communities by hosting motivational talks and heads up a number of initiatives that helps the Mzansi youth push their dreams. Kabonina, better known as Kabodacious, has South Africa talking and is a force to be reckoned with.
I guess nisibonile ukuthi i-guest yethu namhlanje usis Khabo. I don't like calling you Khabo, Nina. I say it's Sis Khabo.
You know, it's your choice. I allow you. Because I love you. I love Sis Khabo, Kabodacious, Boss Khabo.
Oh, Boss Khabo.
No, Zongherda. Today's the day.
How
are you?
I'm good, thanks, Nina.
Such an honor to be here today.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, a lot of people know you as a actress, a choreographer, but where did it all start?
Oh my God, it started in my mother's stomach. I think by the time I reached month number 8 and then month number 9, things got busy. My mom was like, okay, let's take her out. Let's take her out. But I mean, ever since I was born, I've always been an active child. So I loved doing, organizing little functions, Elokshini, you know, Abo Miss, Orlando West, Stratton Miss Pefeni. You know, so I've always been an active youngster, very ambitious. I've always known that I want to be in the entertainment industry, but I always wanted to find out what more can I do in the entertainment industry. I think it started from a very young age, into primary school, into high school. Nje bekubhizi. Bekubhizi.
Manje, obviously, abantu ekhaya badecided ukuthi yazini uKhabo's made it now. When was that critical moment when you knew, you know what, this is it for me, I've made it?
Never.
It's never.
Never, and I don't think it's gonna, I don't foresee myself losing the hunger and saying, yes, I've made it. And I also believe that the platform, this thing of acting, dancing, and being on TV, the platform is to do a greater deal.
Yeah.
I believe that God has sent me here to motivate young people, to inspire them. And the platform that I've got at TV is to use it to go out there and motivate young kids, to motivate women, to motivate people that feel they need dieting.
And like, now that you are actually adding on some movements, I wanted to ask you, your new projects. Tell us a bit more about that.
Twana. You know what? A lot of people send me Facebook messages, they tweet me, and they stop me in the streets. They want to work out, but they can't afford the gym. Budget, Joe. Dololo, budget. I used to look at the gym equipment and then do the same things at home. Because some things resemble a chair. Like, I'm like, I can do this on my chair. I can do this in my house. So that's what I started doing. So then I started giving people those tips. When people come to my dance classes, I sort of put those things together. Here's how you can do. You try this at home and it really works. So now I thought, let me compile a whole fitness DVD and actually have people be creative. Because I say to people, the fitness DVD is to make you more creative. So I'll show you a couple of things to do on your couch, in your kitchen, on the kitchen floor. I'll show you things to do. So I want to give an example. So as we're sitting here, don't cry, don't panic.
I won't
move
panic.
this a little bit. All you're doing is sit on the edge of your couch, right? Edge of your couch. There's much more you can do. Beautiful. Now all you're doing, guys, my girl, and then that's go down and up. Good girl, and go. Now you're working your arms. Did you feel it? You're working your triceps.
I'm sweating.
You're not going down. You're not bending your elbows. Bend your elbows. That's my girl. Good. Now breathe. I'm going to do 5 and then go. So as you do this, you can chat. You can watch your Generations or watch whatever you watch, Mzansi, or you can do, and maybe waiting for your tea to get warm or whatever you want to do, or have a conversation with your husband or your boyfriend. How was your day, Namhlanje? Hey kids, how was school today? Was it good? Did you have a good time? But at the same time, you're working your arms. You feel me? Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand for that.
Sis Khabo,
Give yourself a hand for that. That was good.
And Yazin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Such an honor, baby.
Yeah, we
Such
will,
an
of
honor.
course, have all the details of your awesome tips that you can give us for exercising on
You
our
are,
Facebook page.
Esther, I'm proud of you. Now, the
Thank
people that are watching, you guys can easily do this. I mean, go to Cabo Store, www.cabostore.co.za. You can get the Julukman DVD. And hit me on Facebook and Twitter. Don't be scared. Hit me, I'm your...
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
But right now, it's time for us to move along from that Chulukmans. It's time for us to go to Oh My Word. This is where we find out what the young people are talking about in terms of their vocab. Some so bigger.
Oh my word! Today's word is swanker.
Swanker is a dance style, like people twerking, people are cramping, so I figure swanking could be like another dance style.
Swanking to me, I think, defines a sort of walk that you do. I don't know if I should demonstrate.
Swanking to me is it's my mom, yabo. Swanking is my mom, da, yabo.
This word derives from the English word swank, meaning to show off or be flashy with the intention of others noticing. In South Africa, swanker, or rather referred to as swankers, are working class men who participate in amateur competitions that are part fashion show and part choreography, the purpose of which is to display one's style and sense of attitude. The men follow a certain set of values of swanking, such as physical cleanliness, velas batanda be clean, and above all, self-respect.
Awubheke kuyaswenka lana mfowethu. Waze waswenka wesisi.
No, it's official. Swanking is definitely a word. You know what it is, guys. Now, we're going to a quick ad break, but before we do, I just want to make a comment on that little workout session there with Kabunina and PK. I think that was really, really cool right there. I'm just glad that I wasn't involved because, you know, upper arm strength, it's not my thing. Anyways, guys, let's head over to a quick ad break. When we return, Boogeyman Boba gives us his wrap-up of the news.
Remember that time you had a maths teacher that spoke way too fast and you couldn't make sense of what he was saying? And then he got hit in the face with a soccer ball during break and the swelling made him sound like a crazy person? But then you got hit in the face with a soccer ball and had a concussion for a week? And when you got back to class, you had no idea what was going on and it felt like your head was going to explode? No problem. Moby School offers free daily video lessons on Mixit for grades 10 to 12 in maths literacy, physical sciences, life sciences, and accounting. Moby School. We got your back.
Now this is a story that's all about how I almost didn't make it out of my town. See, I hopped into a taxi, but my shirt got stuck. Then the driver almost crashed into a dump truck. And I was like, oh, go, sing is all for serious. My mama said she wanna see me crown the GDIs. Heard about the show that makes study fun and great. So I told my boys that we can all be G with Study Mate. Now I'm smarter than the Wiz, and you know what you see me. Watch Study Mate Genius on Community TV, yeah.
You are back on Bona Retsang, the only youth news magazine show dedicated to you, the youth.
This is your platform to voice your views on all that is happening in and around your community. So do remember to holler at us on our Facebook page and give us your reports on all that you see happening in your area.
Yeah, okay, guys. Now, on that note of Facebook, PK, I've seen a lot of extreme pictures recently being uploaded to Facebook and these social networks. Now, I'm wondering, has the use of these social networks gone too far? Well, we hook up with a group discussion team on Iringanati to hear their views on this issue.
I think social medias have gone too far. I remember back in the day when social media started, your profile pictures used to be yourself or just normal pictures, everyday pictures that everyone knows, but now it's gone to the extreme.
I think people think that we're much more interested in them.
Too much of a good thing is bad. You can't get attention so much that you even show yourself naked in the picture.
Why post your naked pictures? Like, now you're telling us you're doing some weed and stuff, but you're posting things which are not appropriate.
I think you look desperate when you start posting like really extreme pictures that I think you look desperate.
I think posting a lot of comments or posting on Facebook, like, I don't think that's wrong.
Okay, you are updating us on Facebook, okay then. So it should be enough. Enough is enough, ne? So you shouldn't do it too much. Enough is enough, as I said.
Bafethu Pasobani Loma selfies and what's hatayo, but really interesting comments over there from the discussion group. Kodwa kumanje bafethu khumbulani ukuthi you need to respect yourself and also respect others when you're using your social networks.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, PK. Now guys, I'm sure that we all had a favorite teacher during our time in school, but did you ever get the chance to sit down with your teacher and maybe ask them how they actually got into the profession? Well, on today's Izetu, our community journalist sits down with their teacher to find out more about their career.
Ndinombulelo Stokwe, utitshala walapha eSolomon Mahlangu. Ndititsha tourism grade 10, 11 and 12. I used to teach English, but then tourism got introduced to tourism 3 years ago. This is the first group that is doing tourism at grade 12, so tourism for the winner. Challenges of being a teacher, a lack of commitment from the side of the learners and the parents, a lack of resources. You are there, you want to teach the learners, and the only material you have is a textbook. If you learn and you only garner for 30%, most of the learners will not reach even 30%. But if they know that I must study hard and I must attain 50%, then obviously they will work very hard.
Based on my thoughts, 30% pass is not very well, because umuntu uzazilimita akazofuna upasa much, but if kunonyuswa kuthiwa 50%, ngaqaphela ba universities abantu bangangena perfectly than bona abantu abasezitratweni abangenzi.
30% as an average percent pass mark is not adequate for him, because the aim high, I've had the high standards, so I would not prefer umfundi na open na wesiphi isikolo athi bana no if ngifumane u30% ndixolile.
Thank you so much to our Love Life groundbreakers. Do remember to log onto our Facebook page and answer today's viewer question, which goes like this. Should wild animals that behave strangely be put down?
Yeah, good question right there. Anyways, guys, I'm really looking forward to seeing your views on that topic, but unfortunately, we have come to the end of the show. Thank you so much to our amazing guest, Kabunina. She was really amazing. But before we wrap things up, we have to head over to our main man, Buguman Baba. Bugu, take it away. Woo. Woo. Woo.
Hello and welcome to Bona Retsang. My name is Boogerman Baba, and I am going to give you a wrap-up of the week's news. Now, first up, a Pretoria pastor is under fire after making members of his congregation eat grass. He made them eat grass. Now, Pastor Daniel Lesego made members of his congregation eat grass because he believes eating grass brings you closer to God. Now, I know that the Lord is your shepherd, but this does not mean that you have to be an actual sheep. I mean, come on, guys, bring you closer to God. Can I please have a grass with an extra portion of onion rings? Thank you. All right, now next up, KZN Premier Sizwe Mchunu has made calls for the exclusions of Indians in the BEE policy. Now, he says that Indians are not really disadvantaged, and a lot of black people work for Indians, and they're underpaid and enslaved. Now, Boogerman Baba wanted to hear the thoughts of the Indian community, so I spoke to Maharaj Naidu to hear what his thoughts are of the exclusions of Indians from the BEE policy, and he had this to say. Hey, man, they want to take us out of BEE. Now, that's not fair, man. I mean, we are previously disadvantaged. We were there apartheid. We were there to Soweto uprising. We were there, sure, we were selling samosas, but we were there. I mean, how much you want for that BE? How much? How much you want? How much you want? All right, now moving on to international news. New Zealand farmers have made a breakthrough with vodka made from cow's milk. Yes, you heard that right. Vodka from cow's milk, guys. This is crazy. This vodka is twice filtered, twice distilled for a full-bodied creamy taste. I mean, guys, this does not mean that now that you can drink this vodka saying, no, mama, it's from a cow's milk. It's got calcium. That doesn't count. But does this vodka milk come in low fat? I'm trying to watch my weight. My goodies, my goodies, my goodies. Now, my goodies. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Sierra has confirmed that she is having a baby with her producer slash fiance, Mr. Future, Mr. $1 Million. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sierra and Future are having a baby. This baby is going to be the first baby to 1-2-step and twerk at the same time. And I'm sure this baby is going to be the baby as well, who's going to cry in auto-tune. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyways, that's it for me. Boogerman Bobber signing out. See you next week. Same time, same place. Holla flag.